obviously know Gypsy personally. I know Christy personally. I know Rob. I know the family. I haven't had a chance to talk to Ken personally, but I will say this, and I'm sure the family would be completely fine with me saying.
For those of you who do not know, that is Katie Joy Paulson. She runs her YouTube handle, her Instagram, Facebook, TikTok without a crystal ball. If you don't know this, she has been sued several times by several separate people. One of them is Todd Christie. Okay? If you have been harmed in any way due to defamation by Katie Joy Paulson from Without a Crystal Ball, please send an email to victimsofwacb@gmail.com, because the attorneys would like to know. This person is completely unhinged and does not stop. She is not a journalist. She does not have a degree in mass communication. She's not hired or employed by any network, company, or mass communication, anything, digitally, publishing, otherwise, nothing. She does not have sources. She does not have sources close to the Duggar. She does not have sources close to the Brown family or any of the other sister wives. She does not have sources close to Robert Shen. She is in the middle of nowhere, Minnesota, with a sick kid and a husband who won't get and keep a job. She has completely fabricated. She has completely fabricated these sources and these things she hears and knows, and all of these relationships. Okay, she does not know the Blanchards. She does not have a personal relationship with them. If she did, she would know that it's not Gypsy, Christy, and Rob. Rob is short for Robert. Ron is short for Ronald. Rod, which is Gypsy Rose's father's name, is usually short for Rodney. And for somebody that has a personal relationship with them, and out of 178,000 on average English words, you know, there's a lot to botch. But when you know somebody personally, the last thing you're going to botch is their name, especially when it's only 3 letters. So when she calls him Rob, that tells me right away that she doesn't know them at all. In fact, she doesn't even know their names right. I've kept her blocked for a very long time. But if you follow her, you might want to block her too, because she is absolutely a liar. She's a fabricator. She's a spreader of misinformation, and she is rightfully being sued over and over. Now, a lot of people, Supernatural Crime with Nikki, Cactus Bill, there's a lot of others that have done a lot of work by exposing her lies and her BS. She takes trazodone. This is just the medications that she's talked about. She admits that her tiny, very sickly son takes 3 times the amount of trazodone as her and doesn't sleep. She also admits to being on Adderall and abusing it. She drinks alcohol while being on these medications on live. She also goes on live and Google searches and Google Map searches other creators and other public figures and doxes them live for the world to see. She also will look into vital records. She'll pay to do a background check on you. Anything she finds, she will use it against you. She'll look into realty records. She'll look at DMV records. She looks at marriage, divorce, birth records. The first 7 days after Garrison Brown unalived himself, like that family didn't go through enough. She could have done 1, 2 videos, maybe an update about it. No, she did over 37 videos in the first 7 days on YouTube, monetizing that boy's unaliving of himself. And it doesn't matter if you don't like the sister wife family or Cody Brown or the Brown family at all. That is a really heinous time to do that to somebody, and people are rightfully suing her for defamation and for distresses emotionally, mentally, and she puts people in danger. She actively puts people in danger, and she claims that everybody is a spy out to get her. She does not have a degree to practice journalism. She is not hired or employed by anybody to practice journalism. She does not adhere to any of the oath or ethics that journalists adhere to. She makes up fake sources. She makes up fake rumor for sensationalists, for views, for her videos. It is that simple. If you don't believe me, go do your homework. You go look into it. But I'm going to show you right now. Toddy Westbrook sued her. You can find that there. They settled, but there's several ones that are open. Petition to remove Katie Joy Paulson from YouTube permanently and ban her from ever having another account, because this is how much she actively harms other content creators and other people. 7M, Robert Shen, Miranda Derrick, and James Derrick filed a lawsuit in 2022 against Katie Joy Paulson, a whole 2+ years before Dancing with the Devil ever came out. And she has rode the coattails of that documentary and it being on Netflix like she wasn't in it for more than just a split of a second. She had nothing to do with the production. Like she says, you can go check yourself and do your homework. But this, yeah, they're suing her because she has gone on live on YouTube and live on TikTok, and she has actually released and doxed information about Miranda, and she stalks her to a degree that is absolutely heinous and disgusting. But she was also being sued by the Brown family separately. And I don't blame them. I don't blame a single one of them. But her son has every illness and medical condition under the sun, according to her. But when he was younger, she posts, Vaughn is a narcissist. He watched video of himself while he eats. Your daily cuteness. Now, even if that was sarcasm and satire, you called a fucking baby a narcissist. And that's not even the best part of the nasty and disgusting, heinous shit that I cannot even repeat that she has said or put out about her own child. And including the fact that he wasn't born with a pituitary gland, and hence why his head is so extremely large for his body. But she makes up all kinds of other stuff, as calling her own baby a narcissist. Yeah, this is the type of person Katie Joy Paulson really is. So if you know anybody that has been defamed or hurt by her, no matter how big or how small, email that email. Because I'm sure the attorneys of all these open suits, that they would like to know that she is still continuing her antics. She's continuing her lies. She's continuing the fabrications and the spread of misinformation, the defamation. And this right here is the perfect example of somebody who wants to be the biggest creator and will do anything and stop short of nothing to make sure she stays getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views, so she is staying monetized. Instead of just having her husband get a job and support his family and help her pay the bills, no, she solely relies on TikTok and everything else, including YouTube, as her only and main source of income. So if she doesn't have actual content and sensationalist rumor and drama to bring you, she's not going to maintain that viewership to maintain the kind of money that she makes. And if you don't and haven't seen the house she lives in, it's absolutely enormous. So next time you think about following somebody, you should really do your homework on them. But this person here, I suggest everybody stop following her and block her, because she does not know the Blanchards. She has never had a private relationship with the Blanchards. Never. It is made up. It is a lie. She wants to try to be relevant. And she is extremely jealous of anybody else that gets any kind of viewership, any kind of attention, any kind of monetization, or any kind of cameras, book deal, interviews. Because she thinks that she is the only person that is deserving of any piece of the pie. She wants to have the whole motherfucking pie to herself. She's absolutely unhinged. Somebody that would talk about their own child that way, she's no different than what Gypsy says Dee Dee was. But in real life, and you guys get to watch it and see it all. So go do your homework.